Hey guys, this is Michael Chin, and we're now on episode 9 of the live scalping series, where I'll be commentating on my live trading sessions to help you guys learn how to day trade. Now, it is Friday, February 14th, 2020, and we are looking at a 2,000 tick chart of the S&P 500 futures. And the first thing that I see coming into this morning session, it's right before 6:30 a.m. So the market is set to open, and we are seeing a two-legged pullback right now. So this is the first leg here, and now we are making a second leg here. So what I want to do is I want to have my stop order right below this bar, which I did, and we got filled on it, because what happens is when we have two-legged pullbacks in the market likes to continue the trend. And so if we were to look at the current trend, you can see that we are making lower highs here and we are making lower lows. So that is a clear indication that we are in a bearish trend right now. So when I see this two-legged pullback, I am only going to think of shorting here, because two-legged moves in the markets always like to continue the trend. So we have a bearish trend, two-legged pullback is going to continue the bearish trend. So I am going to sell, and I am going to look for a 1 point scalp. There we go. We just got filled on our 1 point scalp. So I trade 3 scalp contracts, which means that every time I get 1 point, we are making $150 off of the S&P 500 futures. And I also like to have one contract running as a runner to see if prices continue down lower, we can capitalize on that move. But as you can see, we got hit out at break even. I don't want to lose money. I don't want to have the runner any further back. So we are now 1-0 for the day, and this is a nice $150 win. And wow, so it's been about an hour and 20 minutes since our last trade, and the market's really kind of just slowly sold off. And when markets are trending this way, they're making these one-legged pullbacks, one-legged pullback. There's not a lot of room to get good scalp entries, right? I like to see two-legged pullbacks like the one we took right at the start of the morning. And I like to see two-legged pullbacks to the other side and try and get some buys there. But really, when we look at this, it's a lot of congestion. The bars are really close to each other, and there's just not a lot of good opportunities. I could be taking trades here. I could be selling all of these one-legged pullbacks, but that's really aggressive. You don't know if a second leg is going to come and you're going to get stopped out. And honestly, when you're price action trading, especially scalping like we are here, it's better to just miss a trade than to take an aggressive trade and risk losing it, because we are risking 2 to 1. So you have to be winning a lot more than you are losing. So it's just better to stay out of this. And really, I don't mind waiting the whole hour and 20, not doing anything. It might be uncomfortable for you as a new trader if you're just starting out with this strategy, but you'll learn that patience really pays off. And then after we bottom here and then we come up and get into this really disgusting congestion zone, this is another area where you just got to stay out of it. You just can't trade this. There's maybe 1 or 2 opportunities to trade here, but look at all of this resistance. There's 3 bars that bounced off here, 4 bars that bounced off here, 3 bars that bounced off here. And look, you see if you did try to go long in this one, it immediately reversed down. It's really hard to trade when prices move like this, and it's better to just take your hands off the keyboard and the mouse or whatever platform you're trading on and just take a break, because prices could go wherever they want. But it looks like prices are starting to trend up now, but still this isn't the best place to take an entry. I'd say, I'm looking for those 95% win rate trades, right? Maybe these are like 75, 80% win rates, but still, I want there to be a higher edge there. Great, and now we can see that prices have finally broken out and they are starting to trend again. So I have drawn my trend lines, and as you can see, we have a bullish trend going. And if you look really closely at the prices here, you can see that there is a small two-legged pullback setting up. So you can see that there's the first leg here, right? The first leg is just this tick coming up. Oop, moving around a bit. The first leg is this tick moving up around here. And then we come back down, get one more pullback. And as you can see, this pullback comes to the EMA. So that's also a good area of support. And then now I am just waiting for this bar to form and looking for the prices to tick above it, which would confirm that the two-legged move is in progress. So just waiting for that two-legged pullback. And if you guys don't know about the two-legged pullback, one thing I like to emphasize is that the markets love to move in patterns of 2, right? They will always move in these patterns of 2. And with these very predictable setups, we will mostly always see a continuation of the trend if the trend is strong. So when we get these two-legged pullbacks and the trend is strong to the bullish side, we are expecting prices to continue in that same direction after the two-legged pullback. Just the same thing that we had here at the start, two-legged pullback, and we expected prices to continue lower, which they did, and they got us that 1 point scalp. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to make this entire move here. I'm just saying that we will trend enough to get a 1 point scalp, which is a very high probability profit target. Now, looks like the bar has finished here, and there we go. We ticked above, and I am immediately going to come in and I am going to buy it, looking for that 1 point scalp up here, and then having my stop loss right below this candlestick just in case, because if we were to break below that, that means that we are reversing and this trade is no longer valid. Fortunately for us, other traders also saw this two-legged pullback and they were smart enough to come in and buy. So together we are pushing prices up higher to this 1 point scalp at 3379.25. Now the market is just toying with me here, playing with my soul and my emotions as it tries to continuously tap this 1 point scalp. Oh, there we go. Finally, it filled us, so I can have a sigh of relief now, and we will see how far this runner could go. You know, it could go 50 points, and I will gladly take those 50 points, but let's hold on and see how far this runner can go. I have it at break even right now because, you know, I don't want to lose any additional money on this. I want to keep the money that I've made on those 3 point scalps. Those are very valuable, but this runner could take us places. And never mind, I was completely wrong. This runner took us nowhere. It is looking like it's going to get canceled out here for 3/4 of a point, which is fine. I'll take the money. Not going to complain about it. I mean, sort of complaining about it, but we will unfortunately have to do with 3/4 of a point. We're not going to get that 50 points that I wanted today, but one of these days it's going to happen, guys. So there we go. Just got taken out for our trade, and we are 2-0 for the day. That is a $337 profit. You know, I like to be 3-0 or I like to be 4-0, but at this time, it's already about 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. If you caught my last video, I was pretty late for work, so you know I got to make up for that. Got to go into the office at a reasonable time. So I am going to be canceling out the rest of this video. And as you can see, you know, every day, you're not always going to get those 3 or 4 points that I like to get, but sometimes the days are just really slow. Like today, very slow, very choppy, very tight congestion day. It's unfortunate these days are going to happen, but you're going to have to be patient, and patience will pay off. And that's it for the video, guys. I hope you learned a lot. I hope you enjoyed it. If there's any further questions that you guys have about the video, or if you have any strategy questions, please feel free to comment below and I'll be happy to help you with those. And remember, this is a video series, so if you want to follow along and continue learning how to day trade with me, please make sure to subscribe to my channel to get the latest updates. Alright guys, I will see you at the next video. Happy trading.